We in the building.
Hi guys.
Swaggy C, Bayleigh's in the building. We are here. Episode 4 just ended. How'd you feel about that entire episode?
It was a lot. It was a lot. I was kind of on edge because there was a lot of drama, and then there was a lot of elimination suspense. So
yeah. So the episode started off. If you guys haven't seen, Bear got a fire extinguisher and sprayed half the house in that room.
He chose the right side because I would have killed him.
Oh yeah, I would have killed him. I was not in that room. I was downstairs and I see everybody coming downstairs coughing. I'm like, what the hell happened? And then Bear just sprayed everybody. So obviously the fight
Let's talk about the spit because I know that's been a hot topic on Twitter. So let's backtrack. So Bear, and this is the thing that's hard. Okay, you go first. Tell me your thoughts.
I'll say my thoughts out the gate. Listen.
Yeah.
Bear is a clown in a good way. I rock with Bear. He's funny. You know what I mean? He's a character. Ashley spitting on him in a lot of people's eyes is disrespectful. And, okay, in my eyes it's disrespectful too. But, in my opinion, when somebody does something to you, there's no rules. Everything is off the hook at that point. If she wants to spit on him, listen, it's hard to explain because it's disrespectful and it's walking that edge of, yo, you really bugging the hell out. But at the same time, it's how are you going to tell somebody who is, worried about their life and, just took in, was it toxic chemicals, poisonous chemicals, whatever the case may be. So she spit on him. That was her only, thought of action to do. I can't fault her for that. Now, was it disrespectful? It was, but that was her reaction. So I can't fault her for that.
Okay, so let me say this. So it's hard because I understand the whole you never spit on a person, it's disrespectful because of the history of why people spit on other people. However, and not to it's crazy because I'm not defending Ashley spitting on him, but I am if somebody sprayed a fire extinguisher in my mouth and I had all kinds of fire extinguisher stuff, I'm spitting it out. Just spitting it out. Now, I don't think I would spit it out on the person, but at that moment, in the heat of all the anger, I can't
it's
really
a
say
lot going on.
So that was, Mattie got triggered off of that because that was a button for her where she just snapped because she was just that's something you don't do. And Mattie, real Southern, and the history behind spitting on people in the South. Ashley's also real Southern, so it was kind of a little duel of the South, and I wasn't getting in the middle of it, but Bear was out of control.
Yeah, Bear was out of control. So, not defending Ashley, but I understood. Because, I love Ashley. Ashley's my girl. So, I understood where she was coming from. But I understand when people saying she may have took it too far.
Yeah, you don't spin on people. At all. This just circumstance was just a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot. It's just, I'm just, like I said, I'm from the hood where, once one thing happens, there's no rules at that point.
Yeah.
That's where, I don't want to get into, the hood, retaliation and stuff. But, there's no rules. Anyway.
Yeah,
Ashley,
you don't spit on people, but you don't fire extinguish them.
You know what I mean? So when somebody does something to you in the hood, there's no rules after that. No rules.
And two wrongs don't make it right. So,
two wrongs don't make it right.
Anyways, okay, moving on. So that fight ensued, and then obviously the whole Nani and Mattie and Ashley drama.
Yeah.
We were just as surprised watching it as we were there because Ashley and Mattie going back and forth, that started over Bear, and that was heated. The jabs were unnecessary, but it was just a lot going on. Nani boiling over and jumping in, we were all shook. We were like, "Oh, what happened?" But as soon as they fought, I think they made up this, there was no issue with that. So
yeah, I understood where Nani was coming from because she was saying
she was in the room and she got sprayed.
Mattie is 100% my girl now. I'm probably the closest with her out of all the girls from the show. I love her to death. But I got where Nani was coming from, where she was saying you weren't even in the room. We were there. It was in my face, in my mouth. So that's why she was like, Mattie, stop talking. You weren't even there.
Yeah, because they were all kind of comforting Ashley. But everybody in that room had an absolute right to be pissed. I was not in that room, but they had to literally strip themselves. They had to take showers.
Yeah,
had to literally wash their mouths out. They were crying. They were I literally remember them crying because you're already going through enough shit in the bunker. You don't need to be dealing with that either. So it looked like it was random for Nani to be popping off, but it wasn't because Nani's, I remember sitting next to her at the table, her foot was tapping. And you know how she began her
Nani was
temper, so her foot was tapping.
She
and
was
as soon
ready.
as you could see it and she just goes, rah, and I was like, oh, it was crazy. But her explosion wasn't unwarranted, but if you weren't there, you wouldn't understand.
Yeah, you wouldn't understand. As far as Ashley and Mattie getting personal with each other, I don't like personals.
Yeah, the jabs.
But I also don't think Ashley was the only one who said something personal. I think,
No, Mattie started it, and Mattie knew she started it.
Yeah, with the whole, I'm sure you had worse. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And then Ashley took it too far. Again, no rules, too far.
Yeah.
But like I said, I love Ashley and Mattie, both of them, both of my girls. So I just don't like the personal aspect. I would never go into somebody's personal life. Both of them did that. That's just, I guess, no rules. I don't like. It's like we're like stuck in a rock and a hard place.
Sucks because I love them
both of them.
And like
phone calls with both of them.
You saw we removed ourselves from the center of the room and we set ourselves on the outside because it was too much to watch. And like literally like Mattie jabbed, and Ashley is such a smart ass. She was like, "Oh, you want to jab me? All right, B, cool." Like she just goes off, and we're like, "Oh God!" Like she took it too far. But Ashley don't play. She coming for throats. So it was just it was so hard to balance.
Yeah. So. Now, that competition or challenge, how'd you feel about that? Actually, I'll go first because my team went first. After Fessy and them, it was me, Jordan, Nelson, Kayla, and D. Jordan and I, we felt like we didn't want to get in the pool. Now, I'm not going to say behind the scenes, but I'll just say behind the scenes. Behind the scenes, Jordan and D got into like a big kind of fight, or Jordan and Kayla. It was one of them before. Yeah, Jordan and Kayla before they got in the pool because Jordan was like, Jordan told him flat out, "Listen, I love you guys. I'm not trying to win."
Yeah, he's like, it doesn't benefit my game.
Yeah, he said, "I want Tori to win, so I'm not going in the pool. It's a girls' day. Y'all go fight for your own safety." And in my mind, I'm like, damn, like he's being he kind of right, but like at the same time, it's like I wouldn't have said that because I told Kayla and D like, I don't want to go in, but I would go in. But, D and Kayla took the charge. Same with Nelson, Nelly T. I went up there, and that's what happened. And obviously Nelson, checked, So.
Nelson was a Nelsicle, and he literally got called Nelsicle for, like, the rest of the challenge.
Yeah, Nelson checked, Like, he went right in that hospital.
But he was a trooper, though.
Yeah, he was a trooper.
But Jordan's strategy, totally don't disagree, because this wasn't a tribunal win where you can bring people in. So him winning, it doesn't matter. He couldn't have brought Tori into the tribunal win, so it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, and I want you guys to watch this channel and these reviews from an unbiased and like an understanding game point. We're not strategic. We're not talking as people who played the game. We're talking as like just outsiders, like trying to play devil's advocate, understand different side points. So I understand where Jordan's coming from for is like, why does it benefit me? There's 2 girls on my team. They're probably going to throw themselves in, and the house won't vote Tori in. I'm not trying to win. So I get that side, but I also get the side where it was like, they were the only team. We were the only team that only had 2 girls going in and 1 guy. Every other team had 2 guys going in. You know what I mean? So I get that, but
I do want to make a note. This was on the record, Jordan throwing a challenge.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
But shout out to Jordan. Like, I understand this his point of view.
Yeah.
Obviously Bananas and them won, but how'd you feel when you were the last team, knowing that being the last team, you guys went in the coldest water?
Okay, so our team had a dilemma anyway, because I was the tallest girl on the team, and we knew that the pool was kind of deep. It wasn't like, like shallow water. So we had Kyle, we had Corey, and we had me. So we're like, oh, hey, we're going in the water. We're strong, we're tall. But Kyle and Corey were not feeling it. Like, they were like, yo, the longer we stay here. And we were there for hours. This wasn't like a 5-minute challenge.
Oh, hell no.
We were literally there from sun up to sundown. So by the time we got in the pool, we were the last one.
It was like 8 o'clock at night, already negative
freezing,
2 degrees outside.
Wind blowing, and it's 56, what
51
is it?
degrees.
51 degrees.
By the time you got in there.
Celsius or
I don't know,
whatever. It was cold as hell in that pool, and so they're looking at me. They're like, okay, Bayleigh, we're gonna jump in for you, but like, you're safe. It's a girls' day. We got you. Don't even worry about it. And then as soon as we get in, like, I say, we maybe tried to get the puzzle out twice, and Corey and Kyle just look at each other in the water, stop moving, and they're like, Bae, it's your call. You want to get out? Like, we're ready to get out, Bae. Come on, just give us a go.
And when Bae and them got out, Bae was shaking, but like, I saw how Kayla and D were shaking because I went with them backstage. I saw Bayleigh shaking. When I tell you, I threw a fit
Yeah,
Backstage, oh my gosh, they wouldn't let me in. I said, yo, get the hell away from me. That's my wife. That's not my fiance or my girlfriend. Ring on finger.
He
let me
lifted
see
me
her.
out of the like thing with one hand. So like I'm trying to get out, and you can't push up your muscles because you're frozen. So he just lifts me up, and Jay was on my left. Like Jay's my boy. Yeah. Jay was on my left, Swaggy on my right, and Swaggy literally was like, "Hey, I got it, Jay. Back up." That's my wife, and he's like, "Bro, like
no,
crazy."
I don't remember saying that to Jay.
Jay. Call it out. Jay was like, yo, I tried to help Swaggy, and he's
I probably did. I don't even remember. I'm sorry, Jay. Yo, Jay, look at me in my face, bro. I apologize. Yeah. I know I was yelling at the producers because they would like they told me to get out the tent. I'm like, no, this is my wife. Find me. I don't care.
He was helping me put on my socks and giving me blankets.
But then I eventually got out there because like the producers took I want to get this on the record. The producers took very good care of them. Yeah. I was just scared as a husband. Like, listen.
But he scared them because I'm not gonna name the producers, but it's so funny because afterwards they were like, please go tell Swaggy that we took good care of you because he was just screaming at us and we like wanted to know that you were safe. And I was like, oh my God, listen, so sorry.
As a husband, I was scared. I shouldn't react like that to the producers. I apologize, but listen, like when your wife's on the line and her health's at risk, everything out the window. But later, obviously, Ashley and Dee, elimination time. How'd you feel about that?
So, okay, this elimination, and I'm like not giving anything away, but this elimination is very important because this is the only elimination, if you notice, that everybody did not vote in. So it was kind of a unanimous thing. And before everybody got to vote, Ashley already jumped on the table, kicked over a chessboard, and put her name up. So our votes weren't all in. I didn't know if I could have voted for Ashley. And honestly, the week before I was in tribunal, so I haven't really gotten the vibe of like how the house votes, and it's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, it was a lot of pressure.
It was a lot.
Just like Bayleigh said, she was in the tribunal the last week. I was in the tribunal the last 2 weeks, so I forgot how it was because last time I voted for somebody was a soft week 1.
Right.
Like
we on week, like no blood on your hands.
We on week 4 right now, and it's like I remember Ashley was crying to me before the house meeting. I told her, I was like, listen, me voting you in doesn't benefit my game. I'm not saying your name. So I got in there, and then she jumped on the table. So I was like, all right, like she said. You know what I mean? She put her name up.
She put herself up.
For sure.
But the crazy part is, like, I really don't know who my other option was. I don't remember I don't know if I was going to go with the flow and vote Ash, but I don't feel like I was, but I don't know who else I was going to vote for.
I don't know who I was going to vote for, but I know I promised Ash I wouldn't vote for her, so I was going to stick to that, but I felt like I had somebody in mind, like, at that time.
Maybe we did, because I was going to say, I know I wasn't going to vote for Ashley, but I don't know if it was like a burn vote or if I was trying to comfort, like, I don't think I was trying to comfort someone.
Yeah. Anyway, Ashley versus Dee goes down there, and obviously y'all saw the elimination where you had to, hit the pots or whatever, get the name of the season, go and put the seasons in order. So Dee gets there, obviously, maybe 10 minutes before Ashley. We are all freezing cold. When I tell you, shout out to Dee because she won. But when I tell you, Dee said check like 22 times.
50-11 times.
They kept saying, nope, nope, nope,
and
nope.
To the point where they literally were like, Dee, actually move something before you call us to check again. Like, they were like, yo, like, come on.
Yeah, but how'd you feel about Wes helping Dee finish the elimination and sending Ashley home?
You know what? It was so hard because at this point, alliances are very, very clear in this challenge. Like everybody knows who's working with who. They obviously told us nobody should cheat. So we were kind of like, yo, is this really happening right now? Because you think that like people would just not cheat, but they don't care. Like they're like, nah, I'm helping my people. Like this is a real ass, like they are really ride or die for their people. So Wes helping, I didn't know what to do or say because I like Wes. Was it fair? No.
Yeah,
but at the same time, if I was down there, and I told everybody this, if I was down there doing that challenge, it's not fair because I'm a freaking newbie. I don't know all of the seasons of the challenge, and I didn't get a heads up coming into the challenge to be able to study all the seasons. So it wasn't a fair competition. It seemed kind of biased for the people who have been in it for a long time. So Dee getting help from Wes, I'm not really mad about it because she really did not know. But at the same time, it was cheating. So.
Again, like you said, like watch this channel from an unbiased point of view. Bayleigh hit the, I don't really have to say too much because I can give her 100%. Like it, 100%. Let's not get it twisted. Was cheating.
Oh yeah.
And Dee probably wouldn't have won that elimination if Wes doesn't say a word.
No.
And like Wes's mouth was taped shut. Ashley would have came back and won easily, 100%.
Yeah. If Bananas would have tackled Wes during that, like he wanted
Ashley would have won.
Yeah.
Clear.
Yeah.
But Bayleigh's right. You can't expect Dee, who's never really, she's from Australia, never really watched the season, to come in and just put him in order. Because when I tell you, if that was my challenge, I literally would have did the same thing. Look right up to West. Yo, what's up? Bananas, what's up? Like, Kyle, what's up? Somebody, I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? So, I get it. Like I said, I understand both sides. But yeah, that's just our recap of... No, go ahead. What you about to say?
I'm just saying, I remember everybody was kind of shook because, we don't know the drama that people are bringing in, but, Dee had a lot of hate going into that, so I was surprised how many people were cheering for Ashley to come back over Dee.
For sure.
But it was a lot.
Yeah, so I guess that's all we got to say. So I'll recap for episode 4. Tune in next week, next Wednesday at 8, 7 Central on MTV for episode 5. It's a pretty good episode. Anything else you got to say?
No, baby.
All right. Look at my shirt. I only accept apologies in cash. I'll holler at you guys. And gang.